Okay, so yes, so Adam's just said that we've got our nice resource here. Okay, so you should all, well, most of you have got these. So we've got 6 nice easy chair yoga poses to learn for you, and then you can take them away and apply them in the classroom as well. So it's a nice little snippet there of the chair yoga that we have recently brought on. It's brilliant for those that, you know, like Brianna said before, that not always we can get outside or into the hall, so it's something that we can adapt and use in the classroom as well. And it's good for the movement in the classroom, so again, we don't need massive amount of space. We can use these 6 poses to use in the classroom and get our bodies working. So I will do the 6 poses with you, okay, and I will teach you how to teach those to your pupils in the classroom. Then at the end, we're going to do a little bit of meditation, just a nice calming meditation for us all as well, because I know we've taken a lot of information on board this morning. So it's a nice and short, but I think it'll be really beneficial, especially with, you know, mindfulness. We spoke a lot about this morning. I'll speak a little bit more about what we offer in regards to mindfulness as well. Okay. Good, so let's begin. So if you can just look at your resource card that you've got, or you might not have in front of you, then if not, then don't worry, because I've got the cards here for you to see nice and clear, okay? So the first one we've got is our reach for the stars. So again, just make sure you've got a nice little bit of space. You can do this at your tables if you're there, or wherever you're sat. And I just want to make sure that your feet are grounded to the floor. Okay, we're going to push our palms in front of us. Okay, let's make sure we're all doing it. We're all joining in. Okay, good stuff. And we're going to push our hands up to the sky and reach for the stars. Now, there's a nice little song that goes with this. Okay, so if you want to play this in your classrooms, you can, and then we can bring it back down like so. Okay, and we can work on our breathing as well, so we can breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Last one, breathing in. And out. Good. Okay, so it's a nice one there you can do if your children are sat at the tables, if you've been marking or you're anything, you know, sat at a table and you just feel like you need a nice big stretch, that one's a good one for that. It's a good way to stretch the shoulders, works in your alignment and encourages the entire body to wake up as well. So it's a nice one for the morning. Maybe if you've not done your energizing flow that we did this morning, it's a nice little stretch for us all to do. Okay, the next one we're looking at is our seated tickle toes. Now what I do say with this one is if you are doing it in the classroom, maybe just get the children to move back away from the desk a little bit or turn to the side, otherwise you can have a whole load of bumped head letters to send home. So again, this one is really nice. It helps us to relax and de-stress. So I know a lot of us could do with that sometimes. Okay, so again, just making sure, always making sure your feet is grounded to the floor. Okay, so again, making sure your feet are nice and centered to the floor as well. Taking your hands, you're just going to wiggle your hands and tickle your knees. And then you're going to go up, take a nice deep breath in. And you're going to go all the way down, tickling your toes, and to get the best benefit out of the de-stressing part of it, just drop your head and just let the blood rush to your head a little. And then coming back up, back through our legs, bringing the head up last. Okay, so we'll do it again, breathing in, breathing out. Coming back up. Good, one more time, breathing in and out. And coming back up. Okay, lovely. So that's two nice easy poses that you can apply in the classroom as well. You know, this is not just for children, this is for youth, you know, adults as well. It's really nice just to do with the children and de-stress or stretch and align that spine. Okay, so there's lots of benefits for chair yoga as well. Okay, number 3, we've got the positive pose. Okay, so you can see that one. Okay, so again, this one's really good for pushing those shoulders back, pushing the chest out. Okay, it's a really nice way to feel a nice good charge coming into our systems. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this way a little bit so you can see what I'm asking you to do. So just shuffle forward on your chairs a little bit, taking your hands and just popping them behind you in a comfortable position, and you're just going to push the chest forward, looking up to the sky, like so. Okay, and then if you want to, as well, to really work that spine, you can just bring your hands in front, pushing those shoulders towards the floor with your hands clasped like so. Okay, and again we can breathe in, so breathing in and pushing those shoulders back, looking up to the sky, with the hands behind us, and again breathing out. That's it. So we want that nice movement, those arches in the back. So again, we can bring it back, pushing the chest forward. And again, pushing that spine backwards, really creating that arch in the spine and in the shoulders. We'll do it 2 more times. Breathing in. And out. One more. And out. Nice. So again, you'll probably feel a lot working in your shoulders. Another reason why it's a great way to charge up is obviously you're pushing that chest forward, which allows us to be positive and allow positive energy to flow through our systems as well. Okay. Okay, moving on. Okay. If you've got any questions or anything, or you want me to go over one of the poses again, just drop it in the chat box and we'll go over them at the end as well. Okay, so next one we've got is our seated mermaid pose, all right? So this one's, again, really nice, working the spine. It also helps wring toxins out of the liver. So teachers, if you've had a bit of a wine weekend, then it's brilliant for wringing those out. Okay, so again, making sure our feet are nice and grounded to the floor. We're just going to take the right hand and we're just going to put it behind us as best as we can. You might want to move back a little bit on your chair. So taking the right hand, trying to touch the back of your chair. Okay, now I do always recommend you don't do this on swinging chairs, otherwise you start to head to the side. So you want to keep yourself nice and grounded, and then just pulling the opposite way, so looking over your shoulder to get that nice twist. And let's do it on the left side. So the left hand to the back of the chair and over the shoulder again. Good, and again on the other side. Lovely. And back over the right with the left hand. And one more time on each side, just to really stretch that spine. I know we've been sat down a lot this morning, apart from our lovely energizing flow and our dynamic stretches that we had. Okay, lovely. Good, so we can start to feel our spines starting to move a little bit, and it's quite nice. All right, sorry, I'm moving back and forwards. Yeah. Okay, so with that one as well, if you wanted to challenge yourself, you can cross your leg over the opposite and then really twist, and you'll probably find that your back starts to crack like a glow stick. It's quite nice. Okay, number 5, we have the seated half easy pose. So it's this one here. And what you might find is some of you might already sit in this position, whether you're watching TV or things like that. and without even realizing it, you are sat in a yoga pose. So again, feet firmly to the floor. Taking the right leg, we're just going to put the ankle of that leg onto the left knee. Okay, and if you want to, just bring your hands onto that foot as well. If not, you can just leave them by your side. It's completely up to you. Okay, and this one opens up the hips. As you might feel it a little bit in your hips, especially if you're not used to sitting things in like cross-legged. It's nice to just stretch out down that side as well. And swapping over. Good. So can we start to feel that? If you can, then just drop a thumbs up or a yes. That'd be lovely. And again on the other side. Good. And swapping over again. Oh, definitely getting a good stretch. Oh, brilliant, Brianne. Thank you very much. Okay, lovely. So that was our seated half easy pose. Okay, so our final one, we've got our seated pyramid pose. Okay. Please don't be shy. Please just drop anything into the comment box. If it's helping, if it's feeling nice. Super stretches, thank you. Oh, lovely. I hope you can take this away as well and apply it in your classrooms. So the seated pyramid pose, again, is really nice working. Can these be used for any age? Absolutely, any age. It doesn't matter about your flexibility either. So we did a training a couple of weeks ago and somebody said, well, you know, I'm not very flexible, I can't touch my toes. It's absolutely fine as long as you are comfortable, but you're also challenging yourself as well slightly. Obviously, we don't want any injuries. So just go to what you are capable to. So if you can only, especially in things like the tickle toes, if you can only go to like where your shins or your ankles or even just your knees, just below your knees, then that is absolutely fine. Obviously, we don't want anybody pulling a back or anything like that. Okay, so last one, we've got seated pyramid pose. This one's again really nice for the spine. I'm just going to face this way a little bit so you can see. Okay, we're going to take the right hand and we're just going to take it to the left foot of our bodies, and then the left hand is going to rise up to the sky and we're going to look at that left hand. So again, if you're not feeling very flexible, if you can only come to here or you want to just put it on your knee and then pull it back, that's fine as well. You know, you don't have to be a yoga expert to be able to do this. Okay, and we're just going to come back up and then left hand to the right foot, right hand coming up. And again, we can swap. Lovely. And swap again. One more time on each. And swapping last time. Okay, good. So you'll probably feel it a lot in your back, definitely in your shoulders. It's really nice as well, because without even moving, without even coming off your chair, you've done a little bit of exercise there, which is really good for if you struggle to do high intensity training or anything like that. You can just do exercise sat at your tables. Okay, so those are your 6 yoga poses that we've given you to take away and use in your classroom. Okay, so I'm going to start with the meditation. Okay, we do have a lot of questions about meditation. You know, some people think it's to do with religion. It's nothing to do with religion. The meditation that we provide, it's six there. If you've not got them, then I'm sure we can send you them over and you can apply them in there. They're quite easy, and you know, if you want a nice way to explain them, please feel free to get in touch and I will contact you for that. Okay, so the meditation, it's a nice way for children and yourselves to be calm. Okay, we are busy. We are so busy. Whether we are teaching, there's always something else in our minds. What we have for tea? Did I turn the oven off? Things like that. And sometimes we just need to sit back, close our eyes, and just listen. Listen to our bodies, listen to our minds. So I'm going to ask you all, if you can, I know not everybody's got their camera on, if you can just close your eyes. And you can either just sit back in your chairs or whatever makes you comfortable. If you want to put your head on the table or just be really nice and still, okay? I'm just going to read to you a calming meditation, okay? So take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine you have a river running through your mind. The river is washing away all of the thoughts in your head. Let the river take any thoughts or emotions away. It's okay if those thoughts keep coming up. Simply put them into the river and allow the river to wash them away, leaving your mind feeling clean and calm. If your thoughts slow down, then the river will slow down and may become a still pond. If more thoughts come, the river may speed up. Just allow the river to take any worry or thoughts, even positive thoughts. Let them go into the river, cleansing the mind. Feel the cool water running through your mind. The water is washing your brain, your head, your mind, so that it feels like new. The water is so refreshing. Your mind is so clear. Can you hear the water running through your mind? What is your river like? Is it small or large? Flowing fast or slow? Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Take a deep breath in and open your eyes. Okay, so if anybody wants to just put in how they might be feeling after that nice little bit of meditation there. Don't be shy. Relaxed. Good. So some of you have, I am in your schools doing meditation and yoga, calm and relaxed. Great, lovely. And a lot of you have come back and said that the children are so calm, they're ready to learn. And it just goes to show that meditation and being mindful of what's going on can, really like the visualization of the slower and the faster river alongside my thoughts help me slow the river down. Lovely. So what that's doing there is you're controlling the thoughts. You're not letting the thoughts run away and become overwhelming. So you're actually controlling that river, controlling the thoughts in your head. So that's lovely, Brianne. Thank you. So children need that time to just relax, and it's really great, especially in schools. They get to lie on the floor, or they get to sit down like you have, and just close their eyes, and they love it because, you know, what other class do they get to lie on the floor and just stop? So it's really nice. So, you know, as the head of yoga here, we do offer CPD training to teachers and to staff. We do it in foundation. We do it in our explorer ones where the poses are a little bit harder. We also do meditation training. So if it's something you're interested in, then, you know, feel free to get in touch. And we also do the chair yoga where there's more poses than the 6 that I've taught you today. So I'm hoping you can take those 6 poses away with you today and apply those in your classroom or to your, you know, use them to your advantage. If you've got any questions, you want to just drop them in. I know we've got a couple of minutes until we next move on.
Thank you, Zoe. That was great. And you highlighted the importance of meditation and the yoga for the children, but it's also really important that, you know, you, the teachers and the staff, and certainly our staff here at ProSport, that we are trying to do those things as well, because who looks after the people who are looking after the children, you know, that sometimes gets overlooked. So I've just asked Mark, actually, who's with us today. We recently did the chair yoga workshop with him and his team at St John Southworth School in Nelson, and Mark's just kindly said that he would be happy to kind of share his experience of taking part in that training, and also how they're embedding it in school since they did it. So thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries. Excuse the hair and the beard, everyone. This weekend I've finally managed to get an appointment for, so excuse that. Yeah, Adam's asked me to just have a quick talk. So yoga's been something that I've been looking into for a while to try and get into school, and I've seen various things, gone on the odd course now and then, and just I know there's a bit of discrepancy whether you can kind of do yoga in gymnastics and all that, and some people might say yeah, some people say no, and it wasn't something that I wanted to maybe take that risk on, but I wanted to bring yoga in because I know the benefits for children, for adults in terms of mental health. And that's one thing that we've been looking at in school over the past few years. We've managed to get a wellbeing award within school, and we've done quite a number of things to do that. So one of my roles that I was asked to do was to implement some form of yoga somehow, and I think since Zoe came along and started doing all the different things with ProSport, the chair yoga just was like, well, that seems a bit different. So spoke to Adam about it, and then Zoe came and did some training via Zoom, and we all the teachers gathered in the hall, and we participated just as we've just done there, but with a few more poses. I think it's the 14 overall, I think. So
so there's 14 poses. So obviously you've just had a nice little snippet for those who haven't had the training yet. I'm sure they'll be eager to do it.
But it was excellent training. You know, it was really well delivered. It was well thought out, and actually the way that we've implemented that in school is it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to do all 14. You can do 3, you can do 4, and it doesn't take much time. So there's moments, especially when it's wet play. We all know what it's like when it's wet play, or when it's windy. and how children just change depending on what the weather's like. So sometimes we just take 5 minutes in class. I'm with year 4, quite an even split in terms of boys and girls. So year 4, and we take 5 minutes, and throughout the school I've wandered around and seen it happen, just to literally sitting on the chair and just doing these stretches, and the difference it makes in terms, especially on those windy days or those wet play days where they've not been able to run around and exert a little bit of energy. I mean, it's not the same as running around, and they can't burn it all off, but there is a massive difference in terms of just doing 4 or 5 different stretches just for 5-10 minutes, and it just takes it off the day. And it's a bit of a breakup as well. They don't realize they're doing all these different things. They love the banana pose, is their favorite one. But it's really, really good. I couldn't recommend it anymore. As I say, we've been implementing it, and from reception all the way through to year 6, I've seen it used in different ways. So it's been really, really good.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, well.
Thanks for that, Mark.
No problems.